my man Young C right here who refuses to get on the microphone. And hey, welcome Corey. Hey brother, how you doing? I didn't know you was there.
See.
He's showing up.
No, not yet.
Showed up.
Not
Showed
yet.
up.
I'm just standing up there. I'm just doing everything.
Not yet.
You know.
Man, I had a since I'm pretty much rap royalty in Wichita. HJB hit me up, man. And he played the new album for me exclusively, which didn't happen for you because you're not me. But you have me to tell you why you need to go buy it. If you don't buy it, I'll punch your mom during communion while she's praying.
One question.
Couldn't wait till the benediction.
I know David Vidal was holding up something to. What were you looking through the telescope there? What were you doing?
He's trying to see a new perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. So now real shit. Man, I listened to the album, and not just locally, but in music in general, a lot of artists put out albums, and they not really thorough through and through. They're not albums that you could just play all the way through. As we sat there, I wanted to skip back to hear a song again, and to me, that's always a sign of a good album. When you like, okay, this song is going, and it's going to the next one. You like, nah, let's go back. Let me hear this one again. Man, it's a great project. I think it's one of the best projects sonically, artistically that the city has seen, and we privileged to have him in here.
We appreciate that, man. Really,
most slept on producers. You know, my good friend. He tried to make me his little homie, Young C. You know what I mean?
Young C.
Yeah, man.
Little homie.
Yeah, man.
Little homie.
He tried to make me. He tried to make me be his little homie. Like I went to the studio because that's where I recorded my new album, "Who's Afraid of the Dark," which is out now for free on iz316.com. Yeah. That was recorded at Young C Studio, mixed and mastered. You know, great project. Go get that, or I'll Chinese kick your grandma during water aerobics.
David Vidal, has that ever happened to you?
No, but why are you giving it away? That's what I want to know.
You know what? I've had a lot of people support me, and I've been blessed, to have people buy former albums and come out to shows and buy T-shirts and support what I do. And I believe in giving back. You know what I mean? Not always take every time somebody comes and they're involved in whatever Israel got. It's like, oh, give me money. You know what I mean? Now here's a project, and just from the spot where our city is, as far as R&B and hip hop, for myself as an artist, I wanted to raise the standard and make everybody else raise their standard by like, look, here's this quality, professional, classic album that's for free. You selling bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
charge.
My free album is better than the bullshit you selling.
So I don't get how that raises the standard. What it seems to me is it drops the market.
No, hip hop is kind of different from other, from other musical forms. Like over the last 5 years, some of your biggest artists came up with mixtapes or free albums. That's kind of how we get promotion and do different things, and that's just what it was. Partly, like I said, to give back, and the other part was to give everybody a reason to engage with me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if money's the issue, fine. And then just on a deeper level, the social commentary that I put in on the album, I think that people need to hear it, and I didn't want to charge you for it. I want you to hear what I'm saying to you, because I think that as black males, the album will appeal to it because it's from our point of view. But to the white community, I think that they should listen so that they can understand what it is that we go through, because it's our words. It's from a person who's been through this, but I'm educated enough to explain things to people in a manner that's not, hopefully not too abrasive.
So if you give your product away, and I don't mean to beep in here, man, but it's an honest question.
No.
If you're giving your product away, where do you make your money?
Well, can I say something?
Yeah,
what he really trying to say, man, is the difference between rap music or hip hop or whatever you want to call it, compared to other genres, is a lot of competition, but at the same time, it's looked at more so as a platform to get points across, more so compared to other genres. A lot of other genres, they may try to get a point across, but It's more so to enjoy that style of music.
Yeah.
You know, but with rapping, it's more so, hey man, this is the stance that I'm taking. And so at times when you, like a politician, you know, when you go to a politician's rally, like the dude, the libertarian dude or whatever, you know, he's not gonna charge you to come to the park and listen to him.
Yeah.
You know, now if he has to spend a certain amount of money to do this, you know, then he might. But if he has a real strong point to prove, and to make sure that the people hear what he's saying, he's not gonna charge you.
Right. And that's my stance on it.
Yeah. Also, you also gotta remember that rap, hip hop, everybody's doing that. You know, it's not just. It's to the point now. It's not just us. It's everybody.
Yeah, the game is so watered down now.
Every culture is becoming into that rap hip hop field. So everybody is doing it. So with that, you got more people that's doing it. You know, and let's be honest with you. In rap music, we don't support like somebody would do country.
Yeah, Big Joe Matthews.
Because you know, of course, we all know when Garth came to the, well, not the Cotillion, but when he sold out the first night, he stayed that whole week because that's how much support they had for that genre of music. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not doing country music. But they support, the following of that supports it. They don't mind going to pay $50, $60, $70 for a ticket. And you got people coming from Texas up to Kansas to see Garth. You know, that's just something that they do.
And see, going off of what Israel has said earlier, you know, like, the rap game is kind of like this, man. If you got a rock group, it don't matter when you come out. You could be 800 years old and come out with an album, and everybody in the rock industry is going to support you.
Just broke up after like 30 years just last week.
What's Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones?
Oh, man. Bro, I've never seen nothing like that. When
he's got to be like 97, 96 years old, man.
And a half.
And, hey.
But you know how much airplay they get?
But this is what I'm saying.
But watch what we telling you, though. Okay? Everybody in there supports them. Everybody in their genre listens to them.
They shut down 21st Street in Wichita for that concert.
Now, the rap game is like this, okay? Top dog, whoever the top dog is, he eats. And the other guys start shooting at him, trying to take his spot. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe.
And in our town, there's too many guys wanting to be, hell, not even in our town, in our state. Yeah. There's too many guys that's wanting to be this top guy. And none of them are willing to come together. When we all went to the DJ Fahrenheit thing. Yeah. The most impressive thing that they told me was you need to network amongst other people in your city, in your state, you know? But everybody wants to click up. You know, like, you might be the most popular guy, but you might not. But you might not be the best guy. Just for example, you know. Yeah. But you might be the most popular guy, but not the best guy.
Oh yeah, we might have to have David tell that.
So they all kind of click up.
Yeah.
They all kind of click up.
But it's an honest question because when you because I see it in other genres too.
Yeah. Well.
There's even a guy that came in Hutch and he had his truck and everything. He was like, and he's giving his music away, and it seems to be, and maybe it's more generational.
Exposure's worth more than money, though.
Yeah, but people can die of exposure, man.
Well, see, my thing about it is that I feel like that I'm a quality artist, so for me to give those songs away is nothing. You know what I mean? It'll benefit me more in the long run because then I created even more fans than I would have had for my next release. So, you know, and it's about giving back. You know what I mean? And you don't get anywhere. Jiggy was talking shit to me earlier, talking about I've become too big of a star to do the show, but I'm a victim of my own success right now. But that's partly due to him. You know what I mean? He's helped me elevate my game and be able to give exposure to other artists. You know what I mean? Like Howard James.
That's a beautiful thing. You know, and that's greatly appreciated. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from me and my man C, because, You know, man, we
C
can't
don't
even
like
get
nobody.
that type. We can't even get
C
that type
don't
of.
like nobody.
We struggle to get that type of love, you know, in
See how you
our
do
own
me?
city sometimes, you know.
That's all right.
But I mean, we put together a solid project. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. I mean, when my daughter doesn't want to take it out the CD player, you know what I'm saying, or my wife doesn't want to take it out the CD player, hey man, it's
Right.
a beautiful thing, man. You know, I mean, and I know I'm a hard critic on myself, and then not only that, but if C tell me it ain't right,
He
it ain't
don't like
leaving.
nothing.
It ain't leaving the studio. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear it.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it ain't classic, trash it. And that's what I like about you guys, the work ethic. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I work with Corey, when I can get in touch with him, you know, when I can actually get in touch with him, and he has Israel rules posted up in the studio, and I gotta abide by all of them at all times. You know what I mean?
Don't let him fool you.
Man, Corey's super professional. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you what you want. You know what I mean? He's gonna make sure that you're happy with the project, and he won't say this, but I'm gonna say it. I've seen him sit there during sessions with artists whose music is garbage, but you never know by the look on his face. That got to be the hardest. That got to be the hardest thing to do to sit through like a 2-hour
session. Today, man.
Yeah, I mean,
no, this is just
that's
normal
some
to
truth,
me.
But hey, man, but I'm like, God,
I know you did, but it's still the reality of it.
because you know, if somebody
It's the
hearing
reality
this,
of
they
it.
gonna ask us.
Yeah.
It's the reality
So
of
who's
it.
garbage?
Those boots.
Well, and then you know what? That's where. But then that's where you know, like picking up what everybody was saying. Well, that's where somebody got to do it. You know, somebody got to tell people, you know, if it's not as well, you know, because it also looks at us as if, you know, we're coming from the same.
Over. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're coming from the same environment, same town where we at, you know, and you know, it's so much competition, man. And I don't think, and that's probably what you was asking, but I don't know if there probably is not there's a good answer, but there's not, and half of that is competition, man. We haven't learned to work together. We haven't learned to
it's the
help
culture.
each other
It's
out,
the culture
you know what
of
I'm
hip
saying?
hop.
And helping each other out doesn't mean I'm co-signing for your album. Your album is the hardest, or telling somebody that. It just means, you know, even though I don't like it, man, I see the effort. I see everything that's going on here. I may not understand it, but you know, usually albums. I listen to an album, man. Even major albums, like Drake had his last album, man. I didn't listen. Everybody like, man, it's hard. My little brother like, bro, you need to go back and listen to that. And it took me driving to Kansas City, put him in the deck, and I'm like, man, dude is foolish with it. This was 3 months after he dropped it.
Yeah.
And from there, it grew on me.
Right.
You know, went to a point where, you know, I knew which ones I didn't really want to hear, but even the ones I didn't want to hear, I had to kind of get somewhere, and listen, like, let me really listen.
But like the song, and we should play it. The song that Harold James did with Capella, like, man, it's one of those songs that catches you off tops. The song on your album, David, number 3, I believe it is.
I'm gonna tell you like
what's
this.
the name of the song, number 3, Dave?
My whole world was broken down, man.
Yeah, I like the whole album though. You know what I mean? Because I like the feel of it, and it blows people's mind because here I am, this hip hop artist, but I loved your album. I still got it in my disc player right now.
Oh, I gotta get you a new copy because the one I got you had some static on it.
I didn't hear that.
Well, that's what's so.
What's the Capella?
Shout out to Capella and his manager.
What's up, Capella? That's the whole thing about the thing, man. At the time when we did it, he didn't really understand it. I'm gonna say it, he didn't really understand it, but that's how powerful.
After I heard it, I hit him up.
That's how powerful music is.
Yeah.
You never know what you know. Your song may be, man. I got all these lineups of heat. You know, just lined up in the row.
Yeah.
It ain't no fresher, but you know that number 3 may just go. Like that may, you know, we as artists, we can't think for how people are gonna accept our music.
Exactly.
And that's where we go wrong, trying to be so critical. Like, man, I don't know if somebody gonna like this. I don't know, is this tighter than his or this tighter than somebody else? Really,
instead of just doing it,
right?
People gonna love it. They either gonna like it or they not.
Right now, we got a song off the album called "Hustle Hard" that's getting rotation over in Nigeria. Shout out to my man Fadu.
Yeah.
They're getting rotation in Nigeria every day, but yet it's struggling to take off here.
But and see, that's the difference in culture of hip hop versus other music. Like, you never heard Van Halen be like MCA Records, bitch. You know what I mean? Or
and you know that's the truth.
It's not that different though, really. I mean, because there's a lot of competition in all genres.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, you got.
It's still the music business, and there's a lot more ability for people to put out recordings now than there used to.
Well, see, I think that's part of the problem because, like, it's part of the gift and the curse is any kid could go get on the internet now and download a free program, and without any formal musical training, you can still make some pretty good music. Now, you as an example, as a blues artist, you have to actually be able to play the guitar. You know what I mean? That takes a certain level of skill that's not necessarily needed in hip hop, which makes it different. You know what I mean? And that's the gift and the curse. You know what I mean? It's a gift because now you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars just to put out an album. But
do you have the music over there?
I've got Capella's Reverb Nation page up here. Does he have?
It won't be on there.
Won't be on there.
I brought a flash drive just so you.
Well, hey, let's do this. Let's take a break.
I'm trying to get Dave to rap.
And we'll get. Let's do this. Let's take a quick time out while we get the music loaded up, and we will get it on when we get back here on the world famous.
And we going into overtime.
Oh,
bitches.
Damn right we are.
If you have any complaints about me, this show, or anyone else on it, you could kiss my ass.
Hating me so much, you're still hanging on, though. I think I'm gonna win you over with my charm. You! I'm gonna win you over with my charm. We're gonna bake Christmas cookies together this next year. I'll come down there to Canton. We'll hang out, dog.
Love us, hate us, but you can't live without us at JiggyJaguar.com.
The newest way to get heard, the newest way to get noticed in the Wichita and Central Kansas scene. It's KansasHipHop.com. You can sell your music in the store.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Sell your music in the store on KansasHipHop.com.
Also, post your videos and have your audio heard by millions.
KansasHipHop.com.
Social promo as well using hashtags.
KansasHipHop.com.
Check out the KSHH Mobile Text Club. Stop sitting in front of the social media and hop on KansasHipHop.com.
I will. You know, about older cats that I done paid away. You know, I made a statement and said
live entertainment at the Cotillion Ballroom. We're turning the clock back for an 80s rock Saturday, February 8th with Paramount, featuring the music of Journey, Pat Benatar, Van Halen, Joan Jett, and more. The Big 80s with Paramount. Guns N' Roses, Poison.
AMFM247.com. The best of talk and music 24/7. Pre-recorded talk shows, multiple hour show opportunities are available. Weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly spots are available. You can sell your commercials in your time block and keep 100% of the earnings. 2-month free trial available. March and April of 2014 will cost you absolutely nothing. After that, there's a monthly fee with no term contracts. Show